So here's an update to the incident on Friday night. Stick around. Well, hi everybody. Welcome back to HamShackTV. I'm your host Josh, AA4WX. Still monitoring the situation out of Georgia as of this recording Sunday, March the 9th at 9:20 p.m. Eastern Time. If you haven't seen, which you probably live in a hole in the ground if that's the case, if you haven't seen, we had an incident on Friday night on the Dixie Traders Net where we had possible injuries and a death and things like that in regards to a cave hike. Go check out the last two videos on the channel, full-length videos, not the shorts, and you can get the lowdown on everything that happened. Wanted to make a quick video to provide an update on those events. As of now, we have not heard anything. There was some glimmers of hope yesterday that unfortunately did not carry weight. We thought we had rescues, and it turns out that they were not. This was not the same party or something like that. I'm not sure what the details are. But here's the situation. We did the right thing. I've received so many phone calls from you, text messages, emails, things like that in regards to this. And it's not just me, folks. There's a whole team of people that were involved in this process. And I just want to give some shout outs to them on your behalf. Of course, this was going on during the Dixie Traders Net. And the first shout out to Net Controls from that. Roger, KD4PRH in the hood, he'd tell you. Jerry, N4IGL. Scott, N1LST. And Lynn, N4LSE. All four of them were pivotal. They were the ones who started dealing with the traffic, and then I stepped in towards the middle of the incident there. Stepping in with me was Greg, K4HSM, and Jordan, NA4WX. Appreciate their support. What you all don't see is that I had them on Discord right here in front of me, and we were chatting back and forth trying to research and get as much information as we could. Also want to shout out Carter. He was at boots on the ground in Murray County, Georgia, helping with this situation. Appreciate all his efforts. The two repeater owners that this involved. Appreciate Kevin Duplantis, W4KEV. I've not had many interactions with Kevin as a ham. However, I have a lot of respect for Kevin. He has numerous repeaters across East Tennessee. And he's just a great supporter of this hobby. I really appreciate what he does and providing the space for this to happen on Friday night. And also Emmett, he is the repeater owner of the repeater that was receiving the signal. This was numerous repeaters that were linked up. Emmett's repeater is the one that the signals were coming from. He also called me during the middle of the event to provide support as well. So I really appreciate that. Was this a hoax or not? We don't know. The indications are kind of pointing in that direction. I'm going to give it a whole week, at least a week, before I jump to that conclusion. There were indicators, yes, that this was real, and there's several indicators that no, it's not. I know a lot of the folks that have been involved are leaning in the hoax direction, and if I'm being honest, I am too at this point. But we're still holding out hope that something is found. But there's a lot of lessons to be learned out of this. One, every net control, whether you're a social net, a trader's net, or a emergency net, every person that runs net control needs to know how to handle an emergency situation and emergency traffic. You never know when something like this is going to come up, real or not real. But we all need to handle it and know how to handle it. The second thing we have learned is you take every threat seriously. Every single threat. You can't be skeptical of it. You have to take every threat seriously. And there are several of you that have sent me messages. This is a little bit of a soapbox here. There are several of you that have gotten in the comment section and have said something that is extremely out of line, and I'm tired of reading it, if I'm being completely honest with you. Several folks are saying, this is what happens when you let unlicensed people on repeaters. First off, how are you going to control whether a licensed or unlicensed person operates a repeater? That's my first question to you. My second question to you is, let's imagine that you do not have a ham radio license, but you have an HT in your hand and you are in a situation where your life is at risk, life or death. You're telling me that you're not going to pick up that radio, unlicensed and keyed, if you had a life or death scenario. I don't believe that at all. That is the biggest load of horse crap I've ever heard in my life. When your life is at risk, you're going to use every single mean that you can to save your life, or your family's life for that matter. So anyway, I do appreciate all comments, no question about it, but don't be ridiculous. I mean, seriously. So yeah, that's about it, guys. I appreciate everybody watching. Goodness gracious, these two videos I've posted in the last few days have gotten 4,000 views between the both of them in 48 hours. It's the most insane amount of views I've seen at one time. So I appreciate all the support. All you new subscribers, thanks for being here. We do a lot of different things here. We do ham radio news and HamFest and all kinds of good stuff. And speaking of HamFest, the next stop on the HamShackTV HamFest tour, fueled by Ham Radio Prep and World Radio League, is coming up this weekend. It's going to be at the Sevier County HamFest in Sevierville, Tennessee this weekend, Saturday, March 15th, I believe it is. Yeah, 15th. So if you see me there, make sure you come out and say hello. I'll have my HamFest or HamShackTV HamFest tour shirt on. I'll probably have a camera in my hand too. The weather is looking, it's going to be warm. It's going to be in the 70s. That's the great thing. But there are some hints that it might rain. So don't let that deter you. If you are coming to the HamFest, you need to come on anyway, because it is a rain or shine HamFest. There are indoor activities as well. So make sure you come out. If you're in western North Carolina, East Tennessee, North Georgia, it's going to be a pretty decent HamFest. I've attended it several times. So come check that out, the Sevier County Fairgrounds this weekend. The next stop on the HamShackTV HamFest tour, fueled by Ham Radio Prep and World Radio League. If you're looking to get your ham radio license, check out hamradioprep.com and use my coupon code HamShackTV. You get an extra 10% off their already great prices on the Technician General Extra Class License courses, as well as the HF Master Class, Balfang's Basic course, and the MCOM course, which the MCOM course can come in handy. Take it. That way you know how to handle an emergency in the future. It's definitely well worth it. And if you're looking for a great blogging app, make sure you check out my friends at World Radio League. They've got an absolute great program over there, and it's free. So go check out worldradioleague.com. That's it for now, guys. We'll see you later in the week. Appreciate y'all watching. Appreciate you new subscribers. Hope you enjoy the channel. And we'll see you on the next video. 73's AA4WX, WSCB 693.